Your mind may already understand manifestation. You may understand the law of assumption. You may understand identity. You may even understand the manifesting state. But understanding something and stabilizing it are two completely different things. And this is where many people get confused. Because intellectually, it can all make perfect sense. You hear the ideas, you agree with the ideas, you can even explain the ideas to someone else. But when it comes to living from that state consistently, something keeps slipping. Not dramatically, subtly. You find yourself checking again, checking your progress, checking your emotions, checking whether the state is still there. And that checking reveals something important. It reveals that although your mind understands, your state still hasn't quite stabilized yet, because a stabilized state does not need monitoring. Think about any identity you may already hold. You don't wake up each morning asking yourself if you're still that person. You don't repeatedly confirm it, you simply live from it, quietly, normally, and without effort. The manifesting state works the same way. When it becomes your identity, you stop trying to hold it, because it's holding you. But before that point, the mind tries to help. It studies more, analyzes more, understands more. And the more the mind understands, the more it expects the shift to feel obvious. It expects a dramatic change, a surge of certainty, a powerful emotional transformation. But most real identity shifts are not dramatic. They are quiet, they are subtle, they feel almost ordinary. And that ordinariness confuses the mind because the mind thinks, if something big changed, I would feel it. So it keeps checking. But that checking interrupts stabilization. Imagine planting a seed and digging it up every few hours to see if it's growing. That constant checking would prevent the roots from forming. And in many ways, that's what people do with the manifesting state. They understand it, but they keep disturbing it. Not intentionally, just habitually, because they are used to managing outcomes, used to monitoring progress, used to adjusting things constantly. But identity doesn't stabilize under surveillance, it stabilizes under normalcy. When you stop asking, is it working? When you stop scanning for evidence, when you stop adjusting the state every day, that's when identity settles. And once identity settles, the outer world begins to reorganize naturally. Not because you forced it, not because you perfected your emotions, but because your internal position stopped shifting. The manifesting state is not something you maintain through effort. It's something you eventually stop interfering with. And that moment, when you stop interfering, is when the state locks in. Your mind may already understand manifestation, but understanding is only the beginning. Stability is the real shift. And stability happens quietly, without drama, without constant checking, without needing proof. Just normal, consistent identity. That is the manifesting state. Subscribe and enter your manifesting state.